Hey everyone, my name is Marisa Moris, and I have a website called discoverintuition.com, and I don't even know what to call myself. I guess I'm a spiritual teacher, and I do energy healing, several different modalities, and help people basically get their lives in order. I work with people in their relationships, how to get along better. I work with intuitive kids. That's one of my favorite things to do. Actually, I don't directly work with the kids. I work with the moms that have intuitive kids and teach the moms how to deal with these like super uber intuitive kids that are like super sensitive to energy, and teach them like little techniques and stuff like that, to help them kind of like chill the kids out, how to clear the energy in their house. Um, I've basically, or what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to take all like the super like mystical, like mediumship, channeling, saging your house, ceremony, all of these things that seem so like mystical, and I'm trying to kind of demystify them. I'm really into like understanding the science behind intuition. I'm into understanding like our DNA and past life stuff, how we carry it in our cells, and how it basically works into our everyday life in this lifetime. So just a little bit about how I got into this. I used to do loans. I had a marketing company, and I had basically had an out-of-body experience when I was driving home from the mall one night. I had a seizure, which I have a seizure disorder. Had a seizure while I was driving, hit a fire hydrant, car filled up with water, and basically, long story short, ended up above the car and looking down on myself with a version of me next to me talking to me. And instead of saying like, oh no, look at me down there, I kept saying like, oh, Marissa's an idiot, I don't want to go back, don't make me go back. So after that, having been raised Christian, it was kind of like not even like in my mind, it wasn't like, oh, I have to go like research all this spiritual stuff. It was just kind of like, well, that stuff's kind of evil, so I can't go there. But it was like an obsession. I was just like, well, it just kept like edging on my mind, like, well, if I'm not Marissa, who am I? If I'm not Marissa, who am I? Because I was calling her Marissa and that girl looked like Marissa, but I just kept saying I don't want to live in Marissa anymore. So that was May of 2008, and then I had another accident in January of 2009. All of this was after my ex-boyfriend, who was only 29 at the time, passed away the year before. So that kind of sent me on a little spiritual journey as well. So all this stuff kind of happened within like a 1 year period, and I hit like this rock bottom when I thought I had hit rock bottom like way before, having gone through like chemical dependency issues and rehabs and getting in trouble and all of this stuff. It was like a new bottom for me. Like I just felt like I was absolutely alone in this world. And then on top of it, I didn't know who I was. I was like, well, I'm not even Marissa. So I started reading books. I started going online and researching like out of body experiences and near-death experiences, reading books by like Eckhart Tolle, Neil Donald Walsh, like Conversations with God, Sonia Choquette, Ask Your Guides, just like different inspiring books that like each one of them, I couldn't tell you exactly what it gave me, but like, you know how it is. It's like when you start searching, it's like I teach my students when I teach them how to do like angel cards and stuff. I say, you could pull any of these cards and you're going to get the same message because your higher self is trying to give you a message. Your higher self, or your intuition, which is basically the voice of your soul, is your intuition, and that's your higher self. That's the girl that I met in my accident, and that's her voice that I hear kind of coming through my mind and coming through me, giving me that gut feeling, or clenching my throat up, or giving me a heavy chest, or kind of giving me like the sense that that's probably not the best thing to be doing, or that's probably not the best person to be hanging out with. So anyways, we've got this like spiritual support team, and when it's time for us to awaken, when it's time for us to spiritually become aware, that team that we can't see but is definitely there, basically just starts like kind of like riding on us. And if we don't listen, we may dream, we have dreams, or we may start having a bunch of deja vus, or I call it not feeling real. It's that feeling where you're just kind of like sitting there and all of a sudden you're like, whoa. And you feel like you're watching life through like someone else's eyes. I don't know, like I may sound crazy, but I know other people that feel that way too. It's just that weird, like, oh my gosh, I'm me. And I call it not feeling real. So basically what I teach is that we are spirit or we are divine souls having an experience through a human, and that human obviously is us.